know that you don't actually need a university degree to become an interior designer in the UK? Well, look, most people think that they need to spend years studying at university, but actually that's not true at all. So does that mean that you can just set up shop and call yourself an interior designer? Well, actually, legally, yes. But just because you don't need any formal qualifications to call yourself an interior designer legally doesn't really mean that you should dive in without having any proper training. Not only does a solid education in design give you all of that know-how and technical knowledge that you need, but honestly, clients absolutely expect you to have that professional knowledge and to be able to prove your credentials. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the best pathway to become an interior designer in the UK, including the qualifications that really you actually need to have, as well as how to overcome some of those big mental barriers that stop most people from becoming an interior designer. And we're also going to talk about timelines to help you build a successful practice too. Through my business, I've spent years helping people transition into interior design careers, looking at what actually works versus what people think they need to do, and what I've discovered might surprise you. So if you've ever felt overwhelmed by conflicting advice about qualifications and how to get into the industry, or you're worried you're not creative enough to make it, then this video is going to make everything clear for you. I'm Kate Hatherall, and here at the Interior Designers Hub, we teach people how to get qualified as interior designers and how to set up, grow and run successful interior design businesses. If you're thinking about training as an interior designer, then as a first step, download our prospectus to find out more about it. The link is beneath this video. All right, so here's what I see all of the time. People come to me and ask whether or not they need to go to university to become an interior designer. And honestly, people are genuinely confused about what qualifications they actually need. And that's understandable. There's so much information out there. Some people have been told they need art and design A-levels, and some people think they need to do a 3-year degree. And many people are worried that they've missed the boat because they don't have the right background or they weren't in the right place at the right time. But the thing is that a lot of the confusion actually comes from outdated advice and honestly some misconceptions and fears about what the interior design industry actually requires. You see, unlike in some other countries, there are actually no legal restrictions on who can call themselves an interior designer in the UK. But honestly, it doesn't really mean that you can skip training altogether. The reality is that clients expect you to have professional credibility. They want you to know and understand colour theory, space planning, specification, project management, and all of the other skills that interior designers need. And they want to have confidence that you can deliver professional results, not just that you've got good taste. But here's where it gets really interesting, because in fact, the biggest obstacle to becoming an interior designer isn't actually just about qualifications. In fact, it's not about that at all. It's often the mental barriers that stop people before they even start. So yeah, I'm talking about that imposter syndrome, the voice in your head that says, well, who am I to be doing this? And then there's that comparison anxiety from seeing others designers' perfect Instagram feeds, that fear of what your family and friends are going to think about you changing career. And then all of those worries around you not being creative enough, or, that you're going to invest all of that time and money only to fail. Now, if you're experiencing those thoughts right now, I want you to know that they are completely normal. Most successful interior designers start their journey with exactly the same concerns, and I know because I work with hundreds of them. And the difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't about natural talent or even about connections, it's actually about the willingness to move forward despite these fears. Now, here's what people don't tell you. Creativity isn't actually something you're born with or without. It's a skill that can be developed and refined through proper education and practice. Now, there are many designers who have no formal background in art or design when they started, but what they have is passion, willingness to learn, and a determination to develop their skills. So let's talk about those skills and how you can get them. So there are really 3 key steps to becoming an interior designer in the UK. Step 1 is to get qualified, and that usually means a level 3 diploma in interior design. Now, level 3 are not just hobby courses, these are government regulated qualifications that cover everything from concept creation, technical drawing to sustainability and project management. Now, our diploma also attracts UCAS points, meaning that it can count towards university applications if you later choose to go down that route of getting a degree, and it really provides the credibility that clients are looking for. Now, most interior design graduates who complete a level 3 qualification actually go on to set up their own businesses rather than working for design studios or going on to university. And it's a really great career option because it gives you complete control over your career trajectory and also your earning potential. All right, so step 2 then is about building your skills and your portfolio, which you can do during your diploma studies. So if you study with us, you're going to create a comprehensive portfolio that demonstrates all of your capabilities across all areas of interior design. Now, our diploma includes creating project work actually on a real home, which gives you experience with real briefs and real life challenges. And you graduate with a portfolio that showcases professional standard work, not just random student exercises. Now, step 3 is launching your own business, and here's where the UK interior design landscape is brilliant. In fact, most qualified interior designers don't go on to work for large studios, they often set up their own businesses, and this gives you incredible freedom to specialise in areas that interest you most, work with clients you enjoy, and have the flexibility of your lifestyle. All right, so let's talk about timelines. And yeah, you do have to be realistic here. So the qualification phase can take anywhere from several months up to maybe 2 years, depending on how quickly you learn and how quickly you work, how much time you can dedicate to your studies. Now, our diploma programme is designed for working professionals, so you can study part-time alongside your work, maintaining your current job, and also fit in your other commitments around your studies too. Beyond studies, the business building phase is where patience becomes crucial because building a sustainable client base typically takes between 12 to 18 months. And this is where you're building up that know, like, trust factor because people need to become familiar with your work before they'll trust you with their homes. But here's the thing. You don't need to wait until you feel completely ready to do all of that. The most successful interior designers that we work with take what I call imperfect action. They start before they feel fully prepared, they learn as they go along, and they refine their approach based on real life experience. The fear of making mistakes is particularly paralysing, but honestly, mistakes are how we learn and how we improve. Now, the important thing is to make mistakes on smaller projects whilst you're building experience rather than avoiding taking action altogether. And every mistake is a learning opportunity. So here's what I want you to do right now. If you're serious about making a career change, then stop waiting for the perfect moment or until you feel completely confident, because let me let you into a secret, that moment's never going to come. So the first step then is to dive into a training programme like our government regulated Level 3 diploma, which provides comprehensive coverage of both technical skills and also business knowledge too. Now remember that most people are far more supportive of career changes than you might expect. In fact, most of our students have had previous careers. The key is to demonstrate through your action that this isn't just a whim but a serious career transition by making sure that you're taking a proper training course. The interior design industry in the UK is thriving and there is growing demand for professional services. There's absolutely room for new designers who bring fresh perspectives and genuine passion for transforming spaces. So if you're ready to find out more about getting properly qualified as an interior designer in the UK, then grab our free prospectus for our government accredited Level 3 diploma. You're going to find the link in the comments below, and it's going to show you exactly what's involved in professional interior design training, the complete curriculum we cover, and how you can then go on to build a successful career in this exciting industry, doing what you love. All right, don't forget to like this video and to subscribe to our channel if this was helpful. I share insider tips about the interior design industry every week, which helps people just like you to navigate this exciting career path with confidence. And don't forget, get your hands on that prospectus now, and I'll see you next time.